Good morning. This is Polished Prima Donna. I'm coming to you today with another video. I am not 100%, but I'm well enough that I think I can conquer this and put this out there for you guys, and you give me your feedback and let me know what else you're looking for from me, and I'll be more than happy to accommodate. Before I start my Get Ready With Me routine, I always moisturize, and today I'm using the Botanics Radiance Concentrate Serum. And I put 3 drops, one on my forehead and one under each eye. And I'm going to get that in under my skin as much as possible so that it is equally absorbed. Then I'm going to follow up with the Pond's Clarant B3 Dark Spot Correcting Cream. I'm going to put that all over my face and my neck and bring it down to my décolleté. And I just rub that in, trying to leave as little as possible on the top of my skin. Once I have moisturized with the Pond's, then I will use the Boots No.7 Beautifully Matte Makeup Base to stop shine for a matte finish and improves blemishes. Then I will move on to my Lorac PoreFection Baked Perfecting Powder in PF5, which is tan. And I get that all over my skin. I'm bypassing the foundation for today. I don't feel well, so I'm only running a few errands, so I'm not going to do a full face today. But this is my usual go-to 15-minute makeup routine. And this is what it looks like. Then I'm going to check and see if I have any missing lashes, and if I do, I'm going to replace them. I use the Ardell Knot Knot Free Flares in long black. I get my tweezers, and I use the Ardell Lash Tight glue adhesive for individual lashes in dark. And I'm just going to look and see where they're missing so I know where I'm working with. And I'm just going to go in after the glue is tacky and just drop them in, try to wedge them in between the lash on either side. And they should just fit right in, and just make sure that they're balanced with the rest of them. And just do it again to any other areas that I see. I usually wear my lashes about 3 weeks before I take them off completely, and I do it the right way. And now I'm going to go on with my concealer, which is going to be the NYX HD Concealer in Glow. And I'm going to use my Studio Basics Foundation Concealer Brush. And then I'm going to go follow up behind that with a damp beauty blender. Make sure I use the pointed side for the corners around my eyes, and then the other end for the wider end for the rest of my face. And I just want to get that all blended out and seamless looking. And then I'm going to go in with the Boots No.7. It's the Translucent Perfect Light Loose Powder. It's hypoallergenic, and I'm going to set my under eye with that. And once I've set my under eye, I'm going to go back in with the Eyes, Lips, and Face Yellow Booster to counteract the dark circles under my eyes. Now I'm going to work on my eyebrows with the Anastasia Brow Wiz in the color Chocolate. And what I do is I just line my brows how I want them to look. And then I go in with the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in medium brown, and I fill them in with that. I then take the spoolie and try to blend it out as much as possible in the front and make it look as natural as possible. I'm doing this to the other side now, lining them. They look very dramatic, but they won't end up looking as dramatic as they do now when I'm just lining them. Making sure they're symmetrical, and then gonna go in with the Dip Brown Pomade. And I'm also gonna use the MAC NC45 Studio Finish Concealer in SPF 35 to go below and above just to highlight those brows. I try to stay within the lines that I've made with the Brow Wiz, And just keep it in there. Don't use too much because a little goes a long way. And I finished one side. I'm going to go to the other. And we are just aligning in between those lines. We want them to be, they don't have to be twins, but at least sisters. We don't want, you know, second cousins or anything. And when I feel like they're filled in enough, I'll go back in with the spoolie and try to take some of the harshness of the look out and give myself the ombre effect in the front, and then clean it up with the concealer. This could be the tedious process because you want to get them just right. You want to get them balanced on either side. So doing one to one, you're going to have to do it to the other as well. But, you know, keep it going. You're almost there. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the concealer under the brow just to clean it up and make it look neat and as uniform as possible to each other. So you get as close to the brow line as you possibly can. You don't want anything caked up underneath there, so just keep that in mind. Going over to the next one to do the very same thing, just cleaning it up and making it as uniform as possible, making sure that the lines are even and that you don't see any stubble or any little baby hairs coming out. That's what the concealer is for. And you work it all the way down. You can work it in the middle as well. And when you feel like you have concealed it enough, then you go to the top. This is something that I do occasionally. I don't always do it, but today I felt like doing it. You can skip this step if you're uncomfortable with it. But I went to the top, and when you conceal on the top, you want to use a darker concealer than you use on the underneath because you want to brighten up the underneath, but you don't want to brighten up above. So then you just want to blend those out. That's when I went in with the e.l.f. booster for the dark spot correction. Didn't want to forget that. Letting the concealer sit for a moment. I'm going to blend everything out with a Real Technique stippling brush. I'm going to take my finger because it's close and I can get as precise as possible with that concealer around my brows without wrecking my brows. Now I'm going to go in on my bottom lash line and use the NYX Extra Mince Mascara. It's the Skinny Mascara. The head on that is so thin, it works beautifully with my bottom lashes. I don't put mascara on my top lashes because I have individual lashes and they can get cakey after 3 weeks or so. So before I install my lashes, I put mascara on my lashes and then I install the lashes, and I don't put any mascara on top of those lashes. Then I'm going to use my Makeup Revolution London Ultra Blush palette in Sugar and Spice. And I'm going to use a couple. I'm going to mix a combination of the blushes to make my own custom blush. I love Makeup Revolution. I'm going to do a haul with them, but I'm waiting on, I have like 3 shipments on the way. So once I get them in, they also sell it at Ulta. I'll go ahead and do that haul for you. Now I'm going to use my Tarte highlighter to highlight the Cupid's bow and the high points of my cheeks with my Chanel No.7 blush brush. My nose as well, a little bit on my forehead. This is light strobing, not very much, because I don't want to do too much. And then I blend everything out. I use the, and this is French, so if I butcher it, please forgive me, Le Couve de Minimes. I got it from Ulta. It's a honey-infused lip balm. I didn't really want to go for any lipstick or lip gloss, so I just wanted to put something on my lips because they're kind of chapped, don't feel well, and I'm using my Chanel No.7 just to touch up my highlight. And then to finish off my look, I use my Pure Miracle Mist hydrate and set all over my face. I drown myself in it. And that's pretty much it for my makeup. I'm going for the no makeup, which is usually what I go for during the week when I'm getting ready for work. Usually takes me about 15-20 minutes to do so. The only difference is I don't usually have my hair straight. But right now what I'm doing, I use the silk drops that I bought from Sally's, put a dime size amount on each side of my head, and I'm going to go, it's been about 3 days, so I'm going to touch up my bump, and I'm going to straighten out my hair just to make sure it's straight to last me a couple more days till I can get over whatever ails me, this little sickness I have. So I'm going to hit it with the flat iron. I like it bone straight when my hair is not curly. I also took the time out to go ahead and trim my ends while I was straight, because I can't really do it when my hair is curly, so because my hair shrinks so much. So I'm just going to go in and flatten out my hair as much as possible, get it to the right consistency, and then find a good part, and I'll be done. If you want to see more videos with me with straight hair or how I care for my hair, all that smoke is from the oil that I put on my hair moments ago. I already put a balm in my hair to protect it from the heat prior to me doing my makeup. So I try to protect my hair as much as possible. I do not straighten my hair often. It takes me to be sick for me to have to straighten my hair, or if it's a special occasion or a special event, then I'll do it. I'd say the last time I straightened my hair was about 4 months ago, so it took me to get sick. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have straightened it. But, you know, I got to clip my ends, so I killed 2 birds with 1 stone, and I didn't have to wake up and, you know, co-wash like I do every other day. So it's been a easy few days hair-wise. But if you want to see any videos with me and my hair, whether it be curly or straight, or how I maintain it, or what products I use in it to help it to grow and to care for it and manage it, just leave me comments below. I love the feedback that I get from you guys. I love all the support, and I'll be more than happy to do any video that you like. So just go ahead and leave me those in the comments below. Anyone new to my channel, I want to thank you for watching and welcome. And for all my faithfuls, thank you so much for the support. You don't know what that means to me. I'm just finishing up my hair here. I flip it to each side. I start from the top and work my way down, obviously, as you can see. And the bigger the section, then I switch to my 1.5 inch flat iron, or I go back to my 1 inch. I have an even smaller one, but I don't have bangs. So if my baby hairs were unruly, then I'd plug that one in and use it. But I didn't need it this time. See, that's my 1 inch flat iron. And then I alternate between that one and my 1.5 inch. And, you know, just going to flip it back and figure out what I'm going to do with my part here in a second. Make sure everything is combed out. All right. What am I going to do here? Okay. Trying to figure out my part situation. It's always a problem, whether it's curly or straight, figuring out my part. Now that I've figured out my part, I'm going to go ahead and comb my hair into the section that I want. I want to do something with this little sideburn. It's not an Ashanti sideburn, no shade. Oh, and I don't like how it came out, so I'm going to let it cool off a second. Then I'm going to try it again. I'm going to brush my hair slightly forward. Just give me a Leah look and touch up. Just bump them because it's the last minute positioning of my hair. Then I'm going to go back in and do something else with that sideburn. Because I don't like it. Let's try a candy curl. See how that works. I think I like that better. You can absolutely do a candy curl with a flat iron if you know what you're doing. So I'm liking that look. I'm almost done, but I realized I did not put any eyeliner on, so I'm going to have to rectify that situation. That's the back side. So I'm done with my hair. Now let's get my MAC Fluid Line in Black Track on really quick. because what is long lashes without liner? Even a thin line between love and hate. Absolutely. That was everything. So now I'm good. I'm happy with the look. This is my 15-minute get ready with me routine. This is my go-to. I don't really use a lot of color when I'm going to work or, just rushing out. This is my no makeup look, but I did just put on makeup for the last 15 minutes, so you know what I mean. But I like it. I like my hair. I hate that I'm sick, but I like my hair. And I touched it up again with the Boots No.7 Translucent Powder. I thank you so much for watching. Stay blessed and beautiful. Until next time.